Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polkadot. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context, as I'm not going to be mentioning a lot of the stuff that I said in the last video, and you really want to get an idea of what's going on here with the charts. So yeah, check that out. And if you want to support Ukraine and you feel like you want to do something good for our country, then feel free to go over to the official websites I linked down below. You can donate to the funds through those websites, so you can support our military or you can support our refugees. And even 10 cents is going to be very much appreciated, guys. Honestly, we would get any support we can, and right now we need it the most. So thank you all for the support, and let's get on with the video. So jumping into the daily chart, we are on TradingView. As you can see right now, what is happening is we're losing our lows that we printed in June. So this is quite bearish for those of you who are looking for price appreciation. At the moment, that's not what I'm looking for. And I know that sounds weird, but what I'm looking for right now is to buy as many coins as possible. And to do that more efficiently, and I really want to see the price go back to this support here. And that's where I would be buying a lot of coins at $5.60, $5.70 price range. That would be a great entry for me. And if you're wondering what is that white trend line, well, if I start zooming out, you can see that this is a massive falling wedge that we're in right now. And for those of you who don't know, falling wedges are bullish patterns. And as you can see, we've been holding this support since May of 2021. You had one wick there. You had another wick here on June 22nd, 2021. Then you had a fake out below in July of 2021. From there, you saw this beautiful uptrend all the way to our all-time high prices, where you started creating the resistance of the pattern. So you went down from there, you bottomed out in January this year, you had another move towards that trend line, and you got rejected from that trend line in April at $23. And then you dumped all the way back down here to the support of the pattern in May. And since then, you haven't retested the resistance yet, but you have been hovering above the support and back testing it back and forth. And right now we are in the apex of the pattern. And usually once you are in the apex, you see breaks to the upside. Now there's a 75% chance you're going to break to the upside from a falling wedge. And if we do break out, our target is going to be all the way up here at $54, because that's where the pattern was created. And yeah, so not the first touch isn't where the pattern is created. The touch of the resistance is where the pattern is created, because at that point you have both the support and the resistance trend lines. Okay, so that's why the target is $53.50. But don't think we're going to get there in a day or in a month or in 2 months. Okay, this is going to take some time. Even if we start breaking out tomorrow, we could, oh, actually, apologize about that. Even if we start breaking out tomorrow, right, you're not going to be able to get to that price with the markets being bearish, with Bitcoin dropping below $20,000, with the Fed increasing the interest rates, and with the inflation stuff. And, I'm not going to get into all of that, but the markets are not looking bullish right now. And any sort of relief rally you see, that's just an attempt for the big guys, for the whales, to get their exit liquidity from some projects. For example, the Luna Classic little pump that we saw. I'm ready to bet that was a potential liquidity grab or liquidity exit thing for the guys who were holding it, because believe it or not, Luna Classic is not going anywhere. It's not going back to $1, and that's just hype. That's just people who cannot let go of the past, who obviously a lot of people lost a lot of money, and I feel sorry for them. But at some point you have to realize that there is not going to be a move for some projects, and Luna Classic is one of those projects. So, or Terra Classic, whatever you want to call it. So until we see bullish momentum in Bitcoin and in the news, we're not going to see any sort of bullish movements. And really what I don't want to see here is for us to lose the white trend line for Polkadot, because at that point we would start testing it as resistance. And you really don't want to be doing that, okay? You really want to be holding support here. And I do think we could do that. Now, if Bitcoin starts dropping down to $16, $15, $14,000, we may see another move to the downside. And for that occasion, let's drop in a fib retracement here. So what we did is we took this high that we printed in August, and we took this low that we printed in July, and we're gonna have some support levels here based on the fib retracement. So below us, you have your minimal target at $5.22. We could wick from above the support trend line. We could wick all the way down to $5.22, and then we can come back immediately. That happens a lot. Then you have the 1.414 at $4.88, and then you have the 1.618, our technical target, at $4.42. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to retest those levels. I wish we would retest them because I would buy a bunch of coins in there, but that's just not how things work, because at some point when everyone is expecting Bitcoin to go to $10,000, $12,000, when 90% of the market is bearish and everyone's saying that it's going to go down, the market never does what the majority of people are expecting. So if you see we're getting extreme fear and everyone's very bearish, that's when we're going to see the breakout when no one is expecting it. And I'm ready for that breakout to happen in the next 15 minutes because I'm set up with my coins. I'm simply dollar cost averaging in everything that I have right now, and I'm ready to go into the bull market. But we're not going to do that. That's just a hypothetical. I'm just saying that you have to be ready for both outcomes at all times. You need to have some cash on the side to buy the dips, and you need to be exposed to the markets in case of these relief rallies, in case we start going into the bull market all of a sudden. But that's obviously not going to happen. I'm not expecting us to be bullish until spring of 2023, because the energy crisis is just too much of a problem right now. And I just think in spring, the Fed can start printing more money, and with higher inflation, we can obviously see the markets pump into 2024 into the bull market. So that's what I'm expecting. But we're losing this low here, which is quite negative. Well, we haven't actually lost the low, but the thing is, we're closing candles below the last candle in July that was closed here at $6.26. So we're closing candles below that. We're running into this previous support level as resistance. So this has me a bit worried that we might start dropping below, but you still have a nice support level here at $5 or $6 precisely. But I would be targeting this over here, right? This support trend line is the major support level you want to be looking for. And obviously, if you see a break of the white trend line here, that is when I would be looking to stop any sort of trading, because once you're breaking a multi-month diagonal resistance trend line, you typically see strong moves to the upside, and you don't know where they're going to end. So I would just be careful around that, around that time when we're breaking through the resistance of the falling wedge. Also, let's just drop in a fib retracement here, and just like that. So as you can see, what's happening in right now is we took the high in November last year, we took the low in July last year, and our 1.618 target here is at $3.69. I don't think we're going to be getting to those prices, unfortunately, because like I said, the lower it goes, the better it is for me, because I'm going to be able to buy even more tokens with the same amount of cash. But you can see that the 1.414 fib level here is at $5.19, and the 1.272 that we have retested in spring and summer this year, we're testing that as resistance right now. So essentially what happened is we lost a support level and we're back testing it as resistance right now, and that is a prelude to a pullback. Okay, it just is. And it doesn't mean that it's going to happen 100%, but you have to be ready for it. Okay, so if you're going to get rejected from this zone over here, I would expect us to come at least retest $6 again, or come back down and retest the support of the pattern, or retest the 1.414 Fibonacci retracement level. So yeah, hopefully guys, you have your support levels ready. Your major resistance levels going forward are going to be the first fib level, okay, which is the low that we printed here in July of last year. That is going to be $10.37. Also, you have the 786 here at 14, almost $15 here, and that is the support we retested in February this year, and we haven't retested it as support. So just like you're retesting your previous support level as resistance here, we haven't done that with the 786. So you dropped down here, but you haven't had the backtest of support. That could potentially arrive in November with the move to the upside that we may see in November, because we've seen that for the past 2 years. Now, granted, the past 2 years have been in a bull market, but this time we are in a bear market, so the move might not be as bullish, but nonetheless, we could see some sort of a move. And above that, we have the golden ratio, obviously, at $19.65. So these are your 3 major levels moving out of this falling wedge pattern. So if I missed out anything important on the charts, guys, please let me know down below in the comment section. Let me know if you're buying into Polkadot, what are your long-term targets for this project. And you can support me by going over to my Patreon. You're getting a lot of exclusive content over there, including podcasts, low cap gem calls, trade alerts. You get your technical analysis and video requests, market sentiment analysis, and a whole bunch of stuff in there. I try to do updates over there on a daily basis. Sometimes I can't, but you're getting a lot of exclusive content. So if you would like to see some of that, feel free to join. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Peace out.